Alright guys, so we're out in the field with the 30 cal AEA Challenger with a 32-inch barrel. We've got the Bull Pup version here ready to go. I've thrown the Tonto on the end of this from Donnie FL. Won't take all the bark out of this, but it should quiet it down enough so that it's not unpleasant to shoot without hearing protection. What we'll be shooting today through the rifle are these home poured pellets that I make from the NOE 30 cal mold. These are a variable pellet weight. It goes from 57 grains all the way up to about 64, 65 grains, depending on what kind of lead you're using. I've cast a bunch of these out today at 64 grains. We're going to throw those into the clip, and then we're going to fire them to the chronograph. Okay guys, so our first clip here today is going to be these 64 grain pellets. I pour these with the NOE pellet mold. One of the great things about that mold is that it allows you to pour 3 different pellet weights from the same mold. It allows you to kind of fill in the skirt here. You can see the backside of the pellet is almost solid lead. We have another clip here filled with the lightest weight pellets that you can pour from that same mold. These are 57 grains, and hopefully in the camera there you can see just how deep the skirt is comparatively. Let's go ahead and start out with the 64 grains. We've got the chronograph on. Let's take our first shots and see what kind of velocity and power the AEA Challenger and 30 cal is capable of producing. So here we go, shot number 1. 1,156 feet per second. That's screaming fast. That is going to be just about 189 or so foot-pounds of energy right there. Let's go ahead and fire one more round. So we got 1,134 feet per second out of our second shot. Let's go ahead and just dump the rest of this magazine out, and then I'll refill the air pressure and we'll try these lighter weight rounds. Here we go, shot 3. That's all ones right there. 1,111 feet per second. Here we go, shot number 4. 1,090. 1,063. 1,044. 1,023. 1,002, and here's our final shot. 983 feet per second. So that's what you can expect shooting a 64 grain pellet with your first 9 shots with the AEA Challenger 30 cal with a 32-inch barrel. Let me go ahead and refill the air pressure and we'll try out these 57 grain pellets. Alright guys, we're ready for a second set of shots. I've refilled the air pressure. These are going to be a 57 grain pellet from that same NOE mold. Here we go. Let's go ahead and see how well they do. Alright, shot number 1 from 57 grains. Look at that, 1,197 feet per second. That is screaming. That is a lot of energy for a 30 cal air rifle. With those kinds of energy levels, you're definitely going to be able to push the range of this rifle out to a couple hundred yards for things like coyotes, other small pests. Let's go ahead and finish out the other 8 rounds in this clip just so you can see what kind of velocities you can expect and power you can expect from this 57 grain pellet from NOE. Here we go, shot number 2. 1,161 feet per second. 1,143. 1,101 feet per second. I gotta tell you folks, being able to cycle through your clip like this without having to hand load each round is really a joy. Makes shooting one of these air rifles a lot more fun, especially out in the field. Here we go. Let's take our next shot. 1,081 feet per second. 1,056. 1,036, and here's our last shot. 1,019 feet per second. Well, there you go, folks. There's a great demonstration of what you should be able to expect from your AEA 30 cal Challenger with the 32-inch barrel. Today, once again, we shot some 64 grain pellets, and we also shot these 57 grain pellets, both of which were showing us just outstanding velocities and foot-pounds of energy. Hopefully next time my Texan's up and running, we'll be able to put this thing side by side with the Air Force Texan and 308 caliber. Until next time, I hope you enjoy. This was Big Bore Air Guns.